I want to talk to you about the top 10 student loans without a cosigner required. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Studio Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing superb. If you are doing as superb as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to clearly talk about the 10 best student loans without a cosigner required. One thing I want to say here is that whether you need a cosigner for a student loan or not depends upon a variety of factors. Private student loans are approved based on your credit worthiness, so if you don't have well-established credit, you might need a cosigner to help out. So a cosigner basically is someone with stronger credit who agrees to share responsibility for repaying a loan. So if you don't repay your student loan according to the terms, the cosigner must step in. So this actually, from the lender's standpoint, it decreases the risk for student loan providers, and which makes it easier for student loans to be approved. So often parents act as co-signers for student loans, but not always. It's very important. Now, the thing here is that how can you get a student loan without a co-signer? There are several ways to do this, but the simplest ways to get a student loan without a co-signer is to build your credit and maintain a steady income. So once you have this sort of duality, you're cool. So you build your credit and you maintain a steady income. Private student loan companies will use these factors to approve your loan. But many undergraduate students don't have an established credit history, right? We all know that. We've all been there. We've done that. And they don't have payment history or steady income, which can make it difficult to qualify for a private student loan on your own. And if you do, a lack of credit or income could result in loan offers with high interest rates, and nobody wants that, right? So here are some common private student loan eligibility criteria: U.S. citizenship or national or permanent resident alien status, an approved school or enrollment level, such as at least half-time enrollment in a 4-year program, age, generally the age someone legally becomes an adult in your state, credit history, so usually at least 2 years of established credit history verified by a credit check. Credit score, usually in the good credit score range. I'm talking here 670 and above. And income requirements, generally based on your debt to income ratio after taking out a loan. And how do the federal student loans work? Because that's also one avenue you might want to pursue. Scholarships and grants are preferable to loans, but if you need to borrow money, federal student loans are the best option. So this is especially true if you don't have a cosigner, as undergraduate federal student loans don't require cosigners, okay? And so if you're applying for federal student aid, that's one thing I want to say. A few types of direct federal student loans are available: direct subsidized loans, direct unsubsidized loans, direct plus loans. Now, where can you get a private student loan without a cosigner? What we've seen in our research is that many banks, credit unions, and online lenders offer private student loans, so you should compare your loan options. So the research you do now could help you find a private student loan without a cosigner and snag a lower interest rate or better benefits, which, if you really think about it, could save you hundreds of dollars in the future. So consider these key areas when comparing private student loans that don't require a cosigner. So the type of private student loans: is it undergraduate, graduate, professional degree, or parent loans? The different loan terms, very important. The eligibility requirements, the interest rates, the other loan costs and discounts. So you have to consider loan fees, including applications, origination, and late fees. And you want to think about the loan limits. So private student loans often have minimum and maximum loan amounts. And the minimum amount is often about $1,000 to $5,000, and the maximum could be your school's certified cost of attendance minus the financial aid you have already received. And you have to also think about repayment plans. You want to think about discharge and hardship options. So a discharge benefit can cancel your debt if you die or are permanently disabled. Some lenders offer hardship options to student loan borrowers who that let you, I mean, those options will let you put your loans into deferment or forbearance periods when you don't need to make payments. And you also have to think about the customer service ratings. Very important also. And what are your options if you cannot get a student loan without a cosigner? There are a lot of things you can do, really. It's not the end of the world, really. So consider a less expensive school, for example. You want to talk to your school's financial aid office. You may want to cut back on educational expenses. This could really, those expenses, they can sure add up. Believe me. You want to consider alternative financing. So something like home equity loans, personal loans, and parent plus loans. Those are options for student loan borrowers. And you can take a gap year to start building credit and savings. This could also be a fantastic option. So in today's conversation, I will be talking to you about the top 10 private student loans without a cosigner. But before we get into the actual rankings, please check out this short loan evaluation approach. It talks to you about our methodical approach when it comes to categorizing, listing, and reviewing the student loans and other loans that we review on this show. Check this out. All right, let's get into the rankings. The top 10 student loans without a cosigner. Number 10, we have Laurel Road. Our score, 8 over 10. This is best for good credit. And here, the loan types, you have dental, graduate, medical, and refinancing. I want you to remember that Laurel Road is a brand of Key Bank and the Key Bank financial institution, and they offer graduate student loans and refinancing for graduates and undergraduates. So minimum FICO score 660, cosigner accepted, yes, but not required, and the triple B rating, A-. So loans are available from $5,000 up to 100% of the student's school certified cost of attendance. Borrowers can make full payments while in school or choose to pay interest only, a flat fee, or deferred payment. So I'm giving you the pros of this loan. And Laurel Road's student loans have no application, origination, disbursement, or prepayment fees. Those are the pros. What about the cons? Original loans are available only to graduate students, undergrads, and parents are only eligible for refinancing. And only certain graduate programs qualify for financing, and not all programs qualify at all schools. So you have to really think about that. And the loans are offered to graduate students in dentistry, law, business, engineering, nursing, medicine, and more. Okay, so that's something you have to really think about. In terms of deferment and repayment, you have full deferment, flat $50 payments, interest-only payments, and full principal and interest payments. You have to actually talk about that when you apply for the loan. Number 9, we have here Citizens Bank. Our score, 8.5 over 10. This is best for instant approval. And what are the highlights here? The loan types: graduate, parents, refinancing, undergraduate. Minimum FICO score undisclosed, and a cosigner accepted but not required, and triple B rating, A+. And so what are the pros and cons? Citizen Bank offers multi-year approval loans, meaning that once you get started, you will continue to secure funding for subsequent years in school without needing to go through a credit check every year. That's fantastic, really. And borrowers who are Citizens Bank customers who sign up for auto payments can reduce their interest rates by 0.5%. And international students can apply if they have a cosigner who is a U.S. citizen or permanent resident with good credit. What about the drawbacks? Now, the bank only offers student loans for a 4-year title for eligible public and private institutions. In other words, if you are attending a 2-year institution, guess what? You're not eligible. And this includes most community colleges or a for-profit school. And there is no approval or instant application, so you got to go through a hard credit inquiry to see if you're approved. All right. So so here you have undergrad loans applied for undergrad, graduate, parents, refinance for students, and refinance for parents. And you can apply for a loan from 1,000 to 350,000. There are no application, origination, or disbursement fees. And one thing I also want to say here is that the basically the citizen bank loans are best for four-year undergrad or grad students who want to go through the application process only once, and international students with a US-based cosigner. And students who don't want to pay loan fees are also welcome at citizen banks. Number 8, we have here Splash Financial. Our score 8.5 over 10. This is best for instant decision. And the loan types that are offered here, you have a refinancing, minimum credit score 660, cosigner accepted but not required, triple B rating A minus. And student Splash Financial is actually a student loan refinance lender marketplace. It's a marketplace based in Cleveland, Ohio, with its own lender network of banks and credit unions. All right, so they give borrower quotes from their partner lenders with loans available in all 50 states. So they cover the whole United States, and refinancing is available for federal, private, and parent direct plus loans, including undergrad and graduate loans, as well as loans for MBAs and for law, dental, and medical school. So a specialized refinance program is designed for doctors completing residencies or fellowships. So what are the pros and cons here? Pros. Refinancing is available for a range of student loans. Splash Financial works with a network of banks and credit unions to provide the best possible rates. No application fees, origination fees, or prepayment penalties. Spouses can refinance their loans together. That's fantastic. And there is no maximum loan amount. What about the cons? A minimum FICO of 660 is required. Borrowers must have a pay stub dated within 30 days, or they must be able to verify their income another way. The minimum loan amount is $5,000, and you might need to become a member of a credit union. So this is something that you have to really think about. Number 7, PNC. Our score 9 over 10. This is best for ACH discount. So the highlights of the loan here, you have the loan types: dental, graduate, law, MBA, medical parents, refinancing undergrad. Minimum FICO score is not was not disclosed to us. The cosigner is accepted but not required, and triple B rating A plus. So what are the pros and cons of PNC? So the range of loans for undergrad, grad, and professional education is interesting. Loans are available in all 50 states. Interest rate discounts for automatic payment from a checking or savings account, and loans are as low as $1,000. The drawbacks, the cons: multi-year loan application not available, multi-year loan approval rather not available, no instant approvals available. Okay, and student loan options offered by PNC include graduates, professional degrees. So here you have dental, law, MBA, medical, refinancing, and undergrad. Okay, the minimum student loan amount is $1,000 or $10,000 for refinancing. The maximum loan amount is $50,000 for an undergrad degree, $65,000 for grad school, and $75,000 if you are refinancing. Okay, so this is something you have to be mindful of. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Student Kiwi Show. We continue our rankings here. We have a U5, number 6. Our score, 9 over 10. This is best for flexible loan terms. And so U5 offers private student loans for undergrad and grad programs, as well as refinancing loans to borrowers in 49 states. And so they specialize in flexible repayment options. So the loan types: you have dental, graduate, law, MBA, medical, parents, refinancing, and undergraduate. Minimum FICO credit score is 680. Cosigner accepted, yes, and triple B rating A plus. What are the pros and cons? So for the pros, borrowers can get up to 25 years to pay off the loan. The lender offers an interest rate discount for automatic payments, and borrowers can make full payments or pay interest only while in school, or defer payments. That's fantastic. The cons: parent loans are not available, and the lender doesn't provide minimum credit score requirement publicly. And the one thing I want to say here is that the ELFI offers both fixed and variable rate student loans. So undergrad loans range from 1,000 to 125,000, and graduate loans range from 1,000 to 225,000, depending on the borrower's degree type. And refinancing loans starts at 5,000 and can go as high as 225,000, again depending on the borrower's degree type. All right, and the lender offers several repayment terms on all loan types, including 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25 years. That's fantastic. Number 5, we have Earnest. Earnest, our score 9.5 over 10. This is best for fair credit. So this is Earnest is really an online lender offering private student loans to undergrad and grad students, as well as refinance loans. And borrowers can choose their own loan terms from the company, and they can use so to fund up the full cost of their education. What about the loan types? The loan highlights, rather. You have dental, graduates, law, MBA, medical, parents, refinancing undergrad. Minimum FICO credit score, 650. Co-signers are accepted but not required, and triple B rating, A+. What are the pros and cons here? There are no origination, application, or late fees. You can choose your monthly payments and loan term length. You can use a co-signer on undergraduate or graduate student loans, and student loan refinancing is available. What about the cons? Borrowers must have at least 650 credit score. Earnest student loans are not available to students in several states, and borrowers must be full-time students. All right? And basically, the amounts we're talking here, that the amounts can go from 5,000 to 35,000. Number 4, we have here Discover. Our score 9.5 over 10. Discover is kind of cool for minimal fees. All right, and the lender highlights, you have the loan types range from dental, graduate, international to law, MBA, medical, parents, refinancing, and undergrad. Minimum credit score is not disclosed. They have a A+ in triple B, better Business Bureau rating, and co-signer is accepted. So loans as small as $1,000 are available. So this can really help families bridge the gap between financial aid and out-of-pocket college expenses, right? So this is one pro. Co-signers, the second pro, co-signers are accepted. Many times, parents or grandparents choose to co-sign a loan for their students, which may help them qualify for a lower interest rate. And also, Discover has no origination, application, or late fees. And what are the cons here? Discover doesn't disclose qualifying criteria, and pre-qualification is not available. So that means what? If you wish to apply, Discover will pull your credit history, and it will be a hard inquiry on your credit report. Another con is that it only offers a single loan term of 15 years for undergrad, 20 years for grad students, and 10 or 20 years for student loan consolidation. All right. And one thing I also want to say here is that with the Discover, you can get a loan from $1,000 up to your total cost of attendance minus other financial aid. Number 3, we have College Avenue. Our score 9.5 over 10. This is best for instant approval. And if you want loans for dental, graduate, international, law, MBA, parent, refinancing, or undergraduate loans, you are welcome at College Avenue. Minimum FICO credit score is not disclosed. They have an A+ in triple B rating, and co-signers are accepted. What are the pros and cons? Now, for the pros, loans are available from 1,000 to 100% of the student's school certified cost of attendance. You have borrowers can make full payments while in school, or choose to pay interest only, a flat fee, or deferred payments. And College Ave student loans have no origination or prepayment fees. And cons. Although College Ave student loans works with borrowers experiencing financial hardship, there aren't clear guidelines for the options available, and each situation is handled on a case-by-case basis. Another drawback here is that parent loans require at least interest-only payments while the student is in school. So this is something you have to be mindful of. And in terms of the loans, you have from 1,000 again up to the student's school certified cost of attendance. Number 2, folks, here we have ELFI Education Finance. Our score for ELFI 10 over 10. This is best for customer service. And education loan finance, also known as ELFI, is a national student loan refinancing program for federal and private student loans from Tennessee-based Southeast Bank. So undergraduate, graduate, and parent loans can be refinanced, as well as loans for MBA programs and for law, dental, and medical school. And medical, the minimum FICO credit score is 680, and cosigners are accepted but not required, and they have an A plus triple B rating. What are the pros and cons here? We have there is no maximum loan amounts. All types of student loans are eligible for refinancing. Borrowers with up to 50% debt to income ratio may be approved, and ELFI has an A plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. What are the cons? Borrowers must have at least 680 FICO credit score, and the minimum loan is $15,000. So this is something you have to be thankful about, you have to be mindful of, rather. And one thing I want to say here is that in terms of forbearance and discharge options, forbearance due to financial hardship is offered by ELFI for up to 12 months at the bank's discretion, and discharge due to death or permanent disability is reviewed on a case-by-case basis, and cosigner release is not available. Number one, folks, when it comes to the best student loan without a cosigner, in our view, SoFi. Our score, 10 over 10, and this is they're great for online service. And basically, SoFi is an online lender that has provided more than 375,000 borrowers with over $30 billion in refinanced student loans, including undergrad, grad, and parent loans. So the company has expanded from refinancing in all 50 states to also offer its own undergraduate, graduate, and parent loans. Okay, and the loan types cover the whole gamut. You're looking at dental, graduate, law, MBA, medical, parents, refinancing, and undergraduate. Minimum FICO credit score 680. Cosigners are accepted but not required, and they have an A rating from the triple B. The pros and cons. So the pros: all types of student loans are eligible for refinancing. SoFi's lending process is completely online. Loan terms are available from 5 to 20 years, and there's no late origination or application fees. The cons here: not all qualifying criteria are disclosed, but pre-approval is available, and discharge due to death or disability is approved on a case-by-case basis. All right. And one thing I want to say here is that this is one of the best loans out there in terms of student loans without a cosigner. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. All right, folks, this is it for today's conversation. I want to quickly recap the conversation we were talking about. I was talking to you about the top 10 student loans without a cosigner. Number 1, SoFi, 10 over 10. Number 2, ELFI, 10 over 10. Number 3, College Ave, 9.5 over 10. Number 4, Discover, 9.5 over 10. Number 5, Earnest, 9.5 over 10. Number 6, UFI, 9 over 10. Number 7, PNC, 9 over 10. Number 8, Splash Financial, 8.5 over 10. Number 9, Citizens Bank, 8.5 over 10. Number 10, Laurel Road, 8 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. Good luck with everything. And until next time, remember, stay marvelous.